Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at how to find and subscribe to podcasts on your phone. Now this is my favorite way to listen to podcasts. They just upload, as soon as a new episode drops, it just uploads right to my phone and I'm able to access it in my feed. It makes the experience pretty seamless. But the podcast app itself can be maybe a little confusing. So just want to go through how to actually find shows that you might be interested in and how to subscribe to them. So the first thing that you want to do is find your little purple podcast app on your iPhone. Now, some people, this should come automatically with your iPhone. If you don't have it though, you can just go to the App Store and download it. So once you click on that podcast app, your Unplayed episodes and My Podcast sections should be blank if you haven't already subscribed to some podcasts. So in your Unplayed, this will show you all of your unplayed episodes for the podcasts that you have subscribed to. So as new episodes are released, they will come into this section. Makes it very easy for you to just play episodes that you haven't listened to yet. Your podcast section at the bottom, in the bottom row here, shows you all of the actual podcast shows that you've subscribed to and how many episodes you have not listened to. That's what these numbers here are on the side, so that you can see, where you need to catch up or, whatever. And if you click on each one of those, it will show you what's unplayed on your phone, and then it will also show you the actual feed itself. If there's other episodes that you want to either go back and listen to, or if you've just subscribed to a new podcast, it won't automatically download all of the old episodes. It will only download the first one. So from your feed, you can go and download some of the older episodes that you want to listen to. All right, so that's after you've already subscribed to podcasts. So how do you find them in the first place? One of the best places to look is in the top charts. So if you go to the top charts icon, then you will see just a big old list of all of the most popular podcasts that are in iTunes right now. So this is where you can find some really interesting stuff, stuff that's very popular. The subject matter is usually pretty broad, which is why, they're top charts, because a lot of people are interested in the subject matter. So you can go in here and then you can find out more about what the actual podcast is about through the description. You can look through some of the previous episodes, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you want to subscribe to a podcast, it's pretty easy. Let me click on one that I'm not subscribed to. So if you clicked on this and then you were like, that looks good, then you could just click the subscribe button. And then now that podcast will show in your podcast player and it will download the first episode for you. And then in the feed, you can go in and download older episodes as well. So aside from top charts, if there's a specific podcast that you're looking for that you know the name for, but you're not finding it in, the top charts, or you just want to look at it and subscribe to it more directly, you can use the search feature. So if you click on the search button and in the search box at the top, let's say you wanted to look for my podcast, Focus Podcast. So you would just type in the name, and my podcast is still kind of new, so it doesn't actually show in the search results when you type, but you can find it right here once you click search. You can find the podcast, you can see episodes at the top and then the actual shows at the bottom. So if you clicked on Focused, then you could subscribe right there. And I'm already subscribed to my own podcast, so it says, unsubscribe, which I don't want to do, obviously. But that's how you could find something that you're looking for if you had just a name. So one of my favorite podcasts is Reply All. And there it is. It shows up right there. So then you can just click on the podcast and again, just subscribe from there. So that's how you actually find podcasts in your podcast player on your phone or through top charts. And then once you subscribe to them, they will show up in your podcasts list right here. And your unplayed episodes will show up in your unplayed episode section. So I hope you found that really helpful. I know the podcast player can be a little confusing to use. Sorry, I didn't mean to pull that up. But anyway, yeah, so I hope you found that helpful. If you have any questions, just let me know.